Let's talk about boundaries. We all know that it's really important to know your boundaries, to communicate your boundaries, to keep yourself safe physically, emotionally, and mentally. But our boundaries still get crossed, and oftentimes by people we like or people we love. So how do we repair? How do we heal after our boundaries were crossed? And in this case, I'm talking about boundaries that we let someone else cross, boundaries that if we actually communicated them, then they probably wouldn't get crossed if we communicated them verbally or non-verbally. Boundaries that you didn't communicate because you couldn't in the moment. Maybe you froze, or maybe you didn't actually know that it was a boundary in the moment. So you didn't communicate it and you let the other person, then by not communicating it, cross your boundaries. When I was in a Tantra festival last year, they were talking about this in one of the morning gatherings, and they gave us a tool to repair after this happens. And I was really curious to try it out, and sure enough, I got my chance. So I went to this workshop where I met this really nice man, and we did some exercises together in the workshop, and he crossed some of my boundaries. And he didn't know because I didn't tell him. And I guess I froze, or I wasn't like comfortable communicating my boundaries. And it wasn't really a big thing. It was nothing like really bad or abusive or anything like that. But I noticed afterwards that even though I liked this person, the fact that I had let him cross my boundaries made me feel resentful. And it prevented me from connecting more deeply with him, because there was this connection blocking between us, this crossing of the boundaries and this resentment that I felt towards him. And I really wanted to get to know this person, so I didn't want this to be in between us. So I figured, okay, I'm gonna go to him and I'm gonna use this tool that I just learned in the morning gathering, and I'm gonna try it out. So the next time I met him, I said, listen, there's something I want to share with you, and I wonder if you would be okay with listening to me. And he said, sure. And I said, okay, it's vulnerable for me to share this. So I really ask that you hold space for that and honor that. And he said, yes, I will do that. And so I told him, I said, I really want to apologize, because in the workshop we were in together, I let you cross my boundaries. And then I told him exactly what it was. And I said, I didn't communicate it clearly to you, so I actually didn't give you the chance to honor my boundaries. And I'm sorry for that. And it's made me feel resentful towards you. And I don't want that, because I feel like there could be a friendship here. And he was really grateful, and he thanked me for sharing this. And then we had a wonderful talk together, and we spent some time together, and it was really great, and we became friends. And this would never have happened if I hadn't actually womaned up and used that tool that we learned in morning gathering. So this is my advice to you. If you're in a situation like that where you've actually let someone cross your boundary, sit down with them, ask if you can share something vulnerable with them, and then share that you are really sorry, that you want to apologize for letting them cross this boundary. And I've done this multiple times, and the last time I did it, I realized also that I can't really promise that it's not going to happen again, because, sometimes you don't know your boundaries until it's been crossed, and sometimes you freeze, or for some reason it's hard for you to express it. So I'm not going to promise it's not going to happen again, but I will promise that I'm going to do my very best to check in with myself and see what my boundaries are, and do my best to speak up. And it also made me conscious of checking in with other people's boundaries. So look for body language. If someone tenses up or contracts, that can be an indication that their boundary is crossed, that then maybe they're like a micro freeze or maybe an even bigger freeze. And what I've also noticed that the more I like someone, the harder it is for me to set those boundaries. The easier it is for me to let them cross my boundaries, because my attachment to outcome, my attachment to the friendship, the relationship is bigger the more I like them. And then that's also my challenge, to be authentic in all of my interactions, to feel into my boundaries, to speak my boundaries, even though that might end the interaction, and to release that attachment to the interaction in order to be authentic. So that is my promise to myself and the people I interact with, is that I'm going to do my very best to be authentic in all of my interactions. And when I don't completely succeed, when I let someone cross my boundaries, that I'm going to share that with them and apologize for it. So I hope this was helpful, and try it out, see what happens, see how it feels to take that power back instead of being a victim that someone crossed your boundaries, taking that power back and saying, hey, this is me who let this happen, and see how that changes things for you. And please feel free to share in the comments. Also, if you like this video and if you want more of this type of content, then please like and subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you get notified when I post more videos. See you in the next video. Bye.